is enough said.
Happy Taco Tuesday, Heat Nation. Yo, boy Ernest here. Back with another Miami Heat Talk video. Hope you guys are enjoying your Tuesday so far. Sharing that positivity, sharing that support. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and click that notification bell to get all the updates. Happy Taco Tuesday, Heat Nation. Yo, boy Ernest here. Back with another Miami Heat Talk video. Hope you guys are having a great Tuesday so far. Before we get started with the episode, you guys, I'm always preaching positivity here on Miami Heat Talk. I know we talk about basketball, but I'm always giving you guys little positive quotes, letting you guys know if you woke up and you're living, you're not in a hospital bed, it's a great day. And I say this stuff, you guys, because I mean it. And I'm going to have to look in the mirror and listen to my own advice because I got some really, really bad news this morning, you guys. I'm not going to get into details because I'm not ready to talk about it. But today, my beliefs, my quotes that I say, I'm going to have to use it for myself because it's pretty bad. Now, I'm fine. It's not like it's a health thing or anything, so I am blessed by God, but it's news that really rocked me to my core, so I'll appreciate everyone's positivity, prayers, because it's going to take a lot to get through this. But it's like I mentioned, I'm not in a hospital bed. I got two beautiful girls. I got a wife that loves me. I got a lot to be positive for. I got a lot to be thankful for. And even though this news was really bad, it's not the end of the world. And the comeback is definitely stronger than the setback. So I like to look at it with a glass half full. And I'm hoping that if this thing that I'm mentioning helps somebody going through a pretty tough situation, then I've done at least something right. But not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about Miami Heat basketball. So please join me, y'all, as we go on another Miami Heat Talk adventure. Because in today's episode, I want to talk about Terry Rozier. And the reason why, because Ethan Skolnick from the 5 Reasons Sports mentioned something, and I wanted to talk to y'all about it. Because as we know, Terry Rozier is on the final year of his contract, making about $24 to $26 million. And it was reported by sources, according to sources, for the 5 Reasons Floor podcast. It was mentioned by Ethan Skolnick that the Miami Heat have been actively shopping Terry Rozier's expiring final year of his contract for just about anything, but specifically front court help. Now, it was mentioned they have found no takers. Other teams saw Rozier's dramatic decline as well, including a lot of over-dribbling into bad shots. It was also mentioned that the Heat coaches have had no issues with Rozier's work ethic or team commitment, but no one seems to be expecting a turnaround. And now there are more issues. The Miami Heat have a very crowded guard room, which leaves little space for Rozier to rehabilitate his value with playing time, end quote. So my question to you guys, what do you think the Miami Heat should do with Terry Rozier? Should we waive and stretch him? Should we probably talk about buying him out? Or should we hold him for a potential trade? Now look, his numbers are down. But when you look at it, he still averaged over 10 points a game last year. It was just on really bad shot percentages. He averaged 39% from the field, 27% from the three-point line. Horrible numbers. Now when Rozier's hot, he's hot. But it's just not a good fit with this Miami Heat roster. You looked at him in Charlotte, averaging anywhere from 18 to 23 points a game for his 5 years there. And that was because Charlotte sucked. Rozier was scoring that much points a game, but on low shot efficiency. So you bring him on this Miami Heat roster, a team that's competing, a team that's trying to contend. It didn't work because Rozier is kind of a one-trick pony in the NBA. Now, I'm not saying he's a terrible NBA player. I'm just saying he didn't fit on this Miami Heat team, which isn't all bad. But the problem is you gave up a first-round draft pick to get this guy. You gave up Kyle Lowry's expiring contract and a 2027 first-round draft pick for Rozier in hopes that he was going to help you contend in 2024. Did not happen. So now you're stuck with this contract. You could keep Rozier and see around January, maybe the February trade line, a team gets desperate. I have two teams in that I'm keeping my eye on. The Chicago Bulls for Nikola Vucevic or the Sacramento Kings for DeMar DeRozan. The Miami Heat can easily add Terry Rozier's contract with a future second-round draft pick to get one of these guys. There's real no market for DeMar DeRozan and Nikola Vucevic also. So one of these teams can look at that and do that in mid-season. And then after they trade for Rozier, just buy his ass out. And that's another option the Heat have. The Heat can just wait until the midseason and they can buy him out if they're not able to find a trade partner. The only reason why the Heat are keeping Terry Rozier, you guys, is because he's a cap filler, which means you can add him in a potential trade if somebody becomes available. So let's say if Giannis is available and he says, I want to go to Miami. Well, then if you're Miami, you can talk to Milwaukee. You can send them Tyler Hero, take Terry Rozier's contract to match the numbers, throw in a piece like Kel'el Ware, a future first-round draft pick, maybe multiple draft picks. Now you can get yourself in the door because with the new collective bargaining agreement with the NBA, you have to match salaries for trades. Terry Rozier helps you do that. Now, you can also waive and stretch Terry Rozier, but that's a stupid-ass mistake. You can waive and stretch him, pay him his contract anywhere from 3 to 5 years. Now those numbers are going to come off your books each season, kind of like what Milwaukee did with Damian Lillard. So I think waiving and stretching Rozier, especially in the last year of his contract, is stupid. So right now you have two options. Find a potential trade partner, wait and see what happens, or buy him out. Convince him and his agent that he's not going to work here. You buy him out and maybe he can go somewhere else for the minimum. Rozier's career, it's kind of done here in the NBA. Honestly, you guys, unless he's willing to take minimum contracts here out or unless he breaks out and has an incredible year, especially with the whole NBA investigating thing that's going on with him right now, it's just putting his name into a bad light. You saw a lot of these mistakes he was making during the regular season, especially that game against Cleveland when he was basically giving them the ball. I don't really think Rozier has a lot of value. So we're stuck with him. So either you buy him out, you keep him on this roster and let his contract expire. He's not going to compete. You have Tyler Hero, Norman Powell, Kasparis Jonas, Davion Mitchell, Drew Smith, Pallel Larson. You have a lot of guys on that guard rotation. So I know Rozier's not going to get any playing time. So I want to hear from you, Heat Nation. What do you think is going to happen with Terry Rozier? Do you think he's going to stay with us until the end of the season? Do you think he'll be traded, or do you think he'll be bought out? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Please, guys, don't forget to support the channel. Like, share, subscribe. We're pushing to 7,000 subscribers. Remember, we got the contest going on. Get me to 7,000 subscribers by September 1st. I'll do a free jersey giveaway. And just a reminder, my daughter is still running for Toddler of the Year. I'll leave a link in the description. Thank you guys so much for the support. And until next time, your boy Ernest out, and that is enough said.